Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, kings and queens. Welcome back to another lesson and another blessing. With yours truly, the counselor, your domestic violence counselor, Mr. James Horton. And I'm going to be touching on a subject a little bit somewhat out of my normal range. I've been in a place, I've been watching, I watch different scholars and different people that I call heroes. And, at times, even when I was in the world out there in the fast lane and the dealing lane and all those things, you will be able to read more about my personal life when my book comes out. And it's coming out pretty soon. But I just been watching some things and some stuff that I was really, really impressed with. And I am not knocking anything that I've learned. I'm grateful for it. But when I see individuals going left, when I see success and popularity growing with individuals, I'm not hating on that at all. I'm not hating on it at all. I applaud it. But many times, as we keep watching, many of our people, especially our people from the black race, we can veer to the left and not even see that we're veering to the left. We can switch lanes without even putting our blinker on. And it's a hurtful thing to see it. And I just thought I would touch on something and hopefully wake up some of these individuals. They may be finding themselves guiding off the road. So we're going to carry on. This topic is going to be called Are Domestic Loose Lips That Sink Ships? Are domestic loose lips, you guys, that sink ships? It says, to have loose lips means to have a big mouth, susceptible to talking about everything and everybody. Sinking ships refers to anything from small acquaintances to long and hearty relationships with friends or significant others. Loose lips is a form of intercultural racism known to scholars and professionals as provocateurs, sambos, and the ancient mamas. Intercultural racism combined with its domestic loose lips is a homicidal act, more dangerous and deadlier than the Willie Lynch Act that created divide and conquer in the black community. Ask yourself questions, all right? Just ask yourself questions. Guide along with me. Roll along. Okay, it says, number one, domestic loose lips. When you are belittling, using harsh words, and putting shade on others, are you really talking about them, or could you really be shining the light on you? Right? Like, you guys ever heard of, I'm sure you all heard of it, excuse me for that. When you open your mouth, you tell the world who you are, right? You seem to be trying to, at times, telling somebody who this person is. I mean, we don't want to belittle other people. We don't want to say no one's knows or whatever. People will find out if someone is not cool, right? Because that person will tell on themselves. And we'll tell on ourselves too if we spend a whole bunch of time talking about somebody else. I say this because I've experienced haterism. I experienced jealousy, envy, and things like that. And I'll be like, where is this coming from? Because I'm not a participant in it. I can't see why someone would be, I'm like, hey, I'm the short cat on the block. Why are you worried about me? I mean, I didn't get to be a 6-footer and whatever, but I have some good qualities. So, in today's world, I'm not surprised that they would be hating. Some people would hate on a person like me and a person like you. All right, number two. It says, domestic loose lips. Are you known to always be the first one to accuse others for always having loose lips when you have been the captain known to sink many ships? Right? Let's read that again. Domestic loose lips. Are you known to always be The first one to accuse others for always having loose lips, when you have been the captain known to sink many ships. It was like, you really, a person said, okay, listen. While you doing all that, you running your mouth. You should be cut all that off. You should be handling your business, right? Because if you're doing all that, you're gonna run out of gas. Because you got to use your energy for what is needed for, what it's meant to be for, right? Now, okay, number 3, domestic loose lips. If you were to describe you and the things you say to others and the things you do, would you say you're pulling people up like Pampers, like pull-up Pampers, or people down to maintain your crown, right? We'll read that again. Domestic loose lips. If you were to describe you and the things you say to others and the things you do, would you say you're pulling people up like pull-up Pampers, or you pulling people down to maintain your so-called crown, right? I mean, what is necessary? I mean, do they really have a department where we can go to the U.S. Bank Treasury and get money for talking about each other and talking? I mean, if you my people, right? If I'm representing people, I need to be a good role model, because being a good role model takes some maturity, right? It takes some maturity. You can't be a little boy part of the day and then be a grown-up the other part of the day, because people are watching us. People are watching you. And you can lead them in a bad area. You can lead them into that mess that leads to gunfightings and beating people down, running people over, doing drive-bys. It can lead to a whole bunch of death, right? A whole bunch of death. So we're gonna move right along. Okay. Number 4, domestic loose lips. Are you going where you're watching instead of watching what you're talking? Right? Domestic loose lips. Are you going where you're watching instead of watching what you're talking? Right? See, we should be watching what we're talking. We shouldn't be going where we're watching. Going where we're watching is we always want to see some mess. We heard there's a fight after school, so we want to go see the fight. But that's messy stuff. See, they shoot them up, bang bangs going on, going to watch the fight. It's not your business, right? And it's just not your business. You should head home and appreciate your family. You know what I mean? And give your wife or your significant other a hug and a kiss. Kiss your kids. Be grateful that God allowed you to make it through the wickedness of those streets and make it home. We need to start really, really appreciating life more. So, that's that. All right, number 5. Domestic sinking ship. Are your lips always known to sink ships whenever you're talking about a serious conversation about your people and about your equals, right? I mean, like, sometimes we think we need to talk about somebody because we feel we have met our match. We feel a power with someone else. But the great thing, man, if, some of us have experimented with this. We've experimented with connecting to other powers and how great that is, how great things come out. Films and all kind of stuff come out when we connect to other powers. But we can't power up and then power down. We got to stay with the power. I mean, like Wonder Twin powers activate. You remember the cartoon. I'm just trying to, keep you engaged, right? All right, we move right on. Number 6, domestic loose lips. Are you willing to take the burden of the tribe without ever taking a bribe? Domestic loose lips. Are you willing to take the burden of the tribe without ever taking a bribe? Right? Well, I am. I ain't playing with this. Sure, it'll be great to reach more people, and I'm going to do that to the day I die. And it's always great, right, to be financially secure in what we're doing. But, life for me, it means a whole lot more than taking a bribe, you know what I'm saying, and going against the tribe. I won't be one of those people. I've been in the game, I've been all that, you know, I've stuck to the script, you know, even at a time when the script got tore up and they rewrote it. And now I don't even know how to read it because it ain't for me. It might be for you, but it ain't for me. You know, the old stuff was fairly good, but it wasn't complete. The script wasn't completely written out. Most people in my group, in my area, failed in the end. It looked great in the beginning, but most of us all failed. We didn't have it all written out, you know. So you must be not only sharp, but you must be also sharper than your oppressor. All right. Number 7. Domestic loose lips. When it comes to maintaining your fame and composure, did you know secrets die in the light of exposure? Domestic loose lips. When it comes to maintaining your fame and your composure, did you really know that secrets die in the light of exposure? Right? I mean, it's like, you know, the fame thing, like I was saying earlier, it's good, man, that's good, right? You know, I've been famous on whether it was one street or many streets. But, like, you know, it's certain stuff that I knew not to do. It's certain stuff I knew not to do. I know people hate you for growing. People hate you for different reasons. People hate you because you can speak, like myself, right? They don't really like that, right? But they can practice and get good, too. I don't know if they'll be as good as everybody else or certain people. That's not even the point. Just stay in your own lane. You'll be all right, right? You'll be all right, you know. And you won't lose no followers, man. You have some followers that's looking up to you, some kids that will believe that they can be somebody because they've been watching you. But be very careful not to veer off the road, right? Not to go left. You know, for nothing. If you're going to go left because there's a reason to go left. You know, go left because the signs on the road say go left. Veer to the left. You know, but other than that, stay going the way you're going. Right? Number 8. Domestic loose lips. Did you know for all loose lips, there will be a tremendous lesson that will stop you or block you from receiving your future blessings? Domestic loose lips. Did you know for all loose lips, there will be a tremendous lesson that will always stop you or block you from receiving any future lessons, right? See, that stuff, right? People just think I can just do this and get away with it. No, it'll be all bad in the end. It'll be all bad. You know, it's like, okay, and now everybody's saying something about you. You know what I mean? You know, and it could be anything. We're not just talking about, I mean, there are areas in the voting arena. There are things that happen in the running this year with the Biden and, you know, with the Trumps. It's some stuff. And so, you know, people want to know, like, who you with. You know, people want to know, like, who are you now? Who are you? Somebody different than you was yesterday? We don't know. I'm not here to say that or down anybody. You know, it's just something to think about, and it probably will be something that someone will ask in future days, weeks, or months, or years. What was the purpose? And is the purpose still continuing? You want to make sure you're still continuing to strive for the people. If that was a reason behind something, make sure you're still striving, right? Make sure you're still striving for what you say you were striving for in the first place. And I think things will work themselves out, you know, it'll work itself out. Things get a little messy in the beginning, but in many times when you for the right, it'll smooth out, all right? So that was number 8. We're going to move to number 9, and we're going to close this out. Thank you guys for taking this ride with me. All right. Domestic loose lips. Oh, no, it says domestic loose sinking ship. Never put a question mark where God has put a period. All right? It says domestic loose sinking ship. Never put a question mark where God has put a period. Right? And I'm going to put a period right now. And I'm going to end this. I thank y'all again for attending my group. Yours truly, the counselor, Mr. James Horton.